Umapati Mahadev ki Jai. Jai Sitaram, dear devotees, Swagatam, and welcome back to your virtual spiritual retreat with your Shri Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj every Sunday here on TV Jagrati from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. as well as you can catch the rebroadcast of our Pravachan every Thursday from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. And dear devotees, at any time, anywhere, on any device, you can log on to the Surrey Village Shiv Mandir Facebook page or YouTube channel and view our programming of Pravachan. And before we go forward, Bhagwan's choices, blessings upon each and every one of you who have messaged us, and see it fit to let us know how much we assist you and help you in motivating you and teaching you more about your Sanatan Dharam, your way of life, and how you can improve your life by practicing our parampara, our way of life, our Sanatan Dharma, dear devotees. So many of you from around the world have messaged us with our program last week, getting out of your comfort zone and achieving new things, facing your fears and getting into your learning zone and your growth zone. And we, Bhagwan's choices, blessings upon each and every one of you. We encourage you. It warms our heart when you message us and let us know that our messages are getting to you and that you are putting them into practice. So let us know. You can even comment on our Facebook page, on our YouTube comments. Let us know how the Pravachan has helped you or what you're going to put into practice from whatever you have learned in the Pravachan, dear devotees. So we invite you all to do so. Also, we will like Bhagwan's choices, blessings upon those who, enjoy our content so much that you have chosen to support us and help us financially to continue providing, high quality programming. So those of you who have given your financial support to us and other supports as well, our musicians and everyone who have been supporting the virtual spiritual retreat here at the Surrey Village Shiv Mandir. Bhagwan's choices, blessings upon each and every one of you. Our scriptures say that when you give like this and you support programs like this, that your blessings will be multiplied. Your family will always be blessed, dear devotees. So Bhagwan's blessings upon all of you who continue to support us. And we have other projects that we'll let you all know about as time goes along. Many things that we need to do and improve here at the Surrey Village Shiv Mandir that we would really need your support. So dear devotees, Bhagwan's blessings upon each and every one of you. So, as we said, last week we spoke about getting out of your comfort zone and making little changes in your life so that you can enjoy a healthier, happier, more fulfilling life. This is what we tend to focus on here on the Surrey Village Shiv Mandir virtual retreat. In our pravachans, in our teachings, we look at our scriptures, and last week, if you missed it, please go back on our YouTube channel and Facebook page and look at that program where we spoke about how to face your fears and get into the new zones of growth and learning and growth zones, dear devotees. Get out of your comfort zone. This is a year to do that. Any opportunity is an opportunity to improve yourself and to get out of whatever negative situations that you may be in. So, dear devotees, what are we going? What is our topic for this morning? So today's topic, today's pravachan, is for any of you who feel fatigued. You feel tired all the time. You may be wondering why. If you feel that you need to boost your energy levels and get rid of that tiredness that you feel. If you feel that you need to regain some strength in your muscular strength and your bone strength, get rid of some of the muscular and bone pains or even cure skin disease that you may have. If you feel you need to improve your mood, feel happier instead of being depressed, and you need to improve your mental health. Today we are going to speak about something from our scriptures and backed up by modern day science, a simple thing that you can do to change, but you must step out of your comfort zone to do it. It's a very small change. It's one change that we're going to advise you from our scriptures this morning. That is going to help you with your physical health, your mental health, and also your spiritual growth and your spiritual health as well. There you go. It is one change. What is that one change that you can do? We will learn more after this beautiful bhajan. We will go into that one change that can help you physically, mentally, and spiritually. What is it? We will find out after this bhajan. Umapati Mahadev ki jai.
सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। बनवारी रे, जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे, मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। चिंता मिट जाए।
Umapati Mahadev ki Jai Ho. Jai Sitaram devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to your virtual spiritual retreat with your Shri Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. And before that beautiful bhajan, we mentioned that today we're going to look at one of these scriptural prescriptions for us that can help us, and it's a very simple, easy little thing that we need to do, but we must come out of our comfort zones to do it, to improve your physical health, your mental health, and your spiritual health as well, with just this one little thing. So we all know the saying. You may be wondering, what is this, Pandit? I want to know, what is this that can help me with all three things, this little thing that you can do? We know the saying, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and, of course, wise. All of you know it. Early to bed, early to rise. How can that be to make one healthy? We spoke about physical health. Wealthy, being more financially or otherwise. Ashtalakshmi, various types of wealth. You can achieve more in life. More karma, more desires can be achieved, and wise, more intellectual, more vidya, more gyan. Yes, devotees. So how can early to bed, early to rise do this? Today as we said, we're going to focus more on the health benefits of arising early. Why is it? How is it? Let us find out. So we're reading today, it says here, those who arise at sunrise. So we're speaking about arising at sunrise. You see why I said you have to get out of your comfort zone? Because most, if not many, especially younger children, they don't appreciate or know the blessings or the benefits of arising before or at sunrise. To be there, to witness that sunrise. So today we're going to look at that one little change, how much it can benefit you. So it says here, those who arise at sunrise or before will experience increased health, strength, and spiritual lustre. Verses from our ancient texts, the Atharva Veda, says and makes it very clear when it says in this verse in Sanskrit, there it said, Udayana nitya rashmihi bihi shireshanaho roga ha ninashaha. That's devotees, Udayana nitya, that the rising sun, the rays of Rashmi Bihi, that the rays of the rising sun, bathing in the rays of the rising sun at that time will destroy all your roga. In a Hanuman Chalisa, Nashi Rog, Hare Sabapira, Nashi Rog, here Roga Nashi, that the removal of your illnesses just by bathing in the rays of the sun. So what do the modern day scientists call this? They call it sun gazing and sun bathing. Sun gazing, sun bathing, you can do simultaneously. So this is something that is recommended in the Atharva Veda, their devotees, that bathing in the rays of the rising sun at that time will destroy many illnesses. So obviously the meaning here is that the rays of the rising sun have certain special qualities that are not found in the sun rays at other times. So we're very specific with the rising sun here, early morning sunlight. And if you think back, it's one of our parampara, especially when you have little babies, newborns in your home, you will always see the Hindu family taking that baby and walking the child in the early morning sunlight. And you may wonder, why do they need to do this? So let's look at it and see. The Atharva Veda also describes the curative power of the rays of the rising sun in other verses where it says the rising sun removes all the factors which cause death, meaning your illnesses. It says the rosy rays, another verse says the rosy rays of the rising sun cure heart disease and paleness, skin diseases as well, heart disease, skin diseases. Those are some of the examples And similarly, the Rig Veda also has that, also describes how the rising sun dispels all heart diseases and jaundice and so forth, dear devotees. So these are some examples from our scriptures. And so we see that this way of Sanatan Dharam, meaning eternal way of life, and this little change that you can do to wake up early to witness and to see the rising sun can have so much benefits on you. This is why you say you rise before, you bathe and you get ready and you offer your dhar, your jal, dear devotees, your arg to Surya Bhagwan. And how do you offer it? You offer it from the lota, from the top of your head with the water falling, and you look at the rays of the sun through that water. Why? You will see in a little bit why that is so. But this is what is recommended. This is how you should offer. This is how you should sun gaze, look at the sun, and at the same time, as we spoke about the baby walking in the early morning sunlight, getting these rays, these are all our paramparas, these are all our customs that we have seen and we have heard about, and we may question and say that the Hindu way of life is a outdated or ancient way of life, but this is what is prescribed in our scriptures. So let us enjoy another beautiful bhajan, dear devotees, and then we'll go into some of the science of how just getting up early and taking in a little of the early morning sun rays can improve your physical health, can improve your mental health, and can improve your spiritual health, dear devotees. When we come back, Umapati Mahadev ki Jai.
नारायण करुणामय शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणम नारायण करुणामय शरणम जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणम नारायण विपत्ति हमारी तुमने तारी शोक मिटाई भव भयहारी विपत्ति हमारी तुमने तारी शोक मिटाई भव भयहारी परम पिता परमेश्वर शरणं 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 नारायण करुणामय शरणं जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणं नारायण संपत्ति पाई सब मन चाही भक्त जनों की लाज बचाई संपत्ति पाई सब मन चाही भक्त जनों की लाज बचाई दीन बंधु जगदीश्वर शरणं 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 नारायण करुणामय शरणं जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणं नारायण करुणामय शरणं जय लक्ष्मी पति विष्णु शरणं जय 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 परमेश्वर शरणं जय 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 लक्ष्मीपति शरणं जय 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 नारायण शरणं जय 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 ओंकार की शरणं शरणं नारायण करुणामय शरणं पतिवेष्णु शरणं नारायण करुणामय शरणं जय लक्ष्मी पतिवेष्णु शरणं नारायण
उमापति महादेव की जय श्री नारायण नारायण जय सीताराम devotees swagatam and welcome back to a virtual spiritual retreat with yours in dharma by Shiva Janak Maharaj. And this morning we are given advice and prescription from our scriptures. We read from the Atharva Veda, devotees, where just the rays of the early morning sunrise can cure so much illnesses that we have. And we are saying that by arising early and doing that, what in modern day science called sun gazing and sunbathing, can improve so much in your health, your physical health, your mental health, and your spiritual health as well, dear devotees. So, in the time of COVID and immunity, what does the research say about the early morning sun rays, dear devotees? Says research has estimated that much as 40% of American population is deficient in vitamin D. Right? So vitamin D is something that you get from the sun. There's almost 1 billion individuals worldwide don't get enough of that nutrient. Your immune system relies on vitamin D and sunlight to perform critical functions. So a deficiency could lead to more issues than you may presume. So just getting, they say the best things in life are free. You don't have to pay for that sunlight, devotees. You don't have to go and buy any expensive supplements to get vitamin D. Oh, we are very blessed, especially here in Trinidad and Tobago, in the Caribbean, and so many of the countries that you would have this sunlight readily available to you, that you just need to do that little sun gazing or sunbathing in the early morning sun rays. It says here. So we need to get more. Vitamin D supports your T cells, which serve as the front line of defense against illnesses, right? Further, vitamin D helps your absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which are essential ingredients in preventing bone weakening, right, conditions. And also, next time you're feeling run down, try a little morning walk, right? A little morning walk to absorb some of that morning sun. This is the recommendations by the scientists and what our parampara, our culture has taught us so long ago, dear devotees. It also says healthy bones. The sun's D vitamin is necessary to help your body absorb calcium, which we mentioned before, and helps maintain strong bones. Vitamin D deficiencies in children especially have been shown to cause other diseases in the child's development of bones and the way their legs, and how they develop, the bones develop, which is a disease characterized by, the bow legs. That is one of the diseases that you get from a vitamin D deficiency in not absorbing enough calcium, especially with children. So this is why the Hindu would take their child and make sure that they walk in the sun. Now, their devotees, in nowadays times, our children sometimes they don't even come out of their rooms, much more their house, to get a little vitamin D from the sun. Find activities, encourage your children to get outside, especially in the early morning, dear devotees, to get a little of that sun. How can you do it? Wake them up. And this is why our tradition of waking up and offering your arg to Surya Bhagwan in the early morning especially is one way you can get your children out and getting in that vitamin D from the sun, dear devotees. It rejuvenates aging eyes. It says here, vitamin D3 fosters eye health and could keep your sight sharp long into old age. Research suggests that vitamin D3 may help low down macular degeneration, which is leading cause of blindness in senior citizens. Further, the vitamins has also been shown to reduce inflammation and improve overall function, right? So it says here that you avoid looking directly into the sun with your eyes, right? So this is why, remember I mentioned before, when you offer your erg, you look at that early morning rays through the water that is falling. And that is how you look at that direct sun. Other than that, you can close your eye and the sun is so bright, you can still get the blessings of that effect of the sun, dear devotees, with your eyes. And it also activates other areas of the brain that we don't have time to go into, right? And your spiritual glands and so forth, just by having that early morning sunlight come in there. It says it prevents chronic diseases. Studies show that conditions like autoimmune diseases, asthma, diabetes, cardiovascular issues, arthritis, and even cancer are connected to insufficient sunlight and vitamin D levels. Now, all of these are major chronic diseases that we see plaguing our health system. And think about it, just this one easy thing that we can implement in our life. Wake up early enough to absorb that early morning sunshine can, according to our scriptures, can prevent these things. So these are all, you can do your own research on the benefits of sun gazing and the benefits of sun bathing, not overbathing like what you see people lying on the beach and so on, their devotees. This is the medical prescription of sunbathing we are speaking about. According to the time of the year, sunlight also affects your mental health, and so there's lots of research that shows the seasonal affective disorder, right, which we will see in places where there's winter and longer times when people spend more time indoors and they have less access to, or they don't get as much sunlight as they normally get on other seasons, they are very depressed. So you see a correlation of the increase in depression during winter time, as well as a correlation with suicides during winter time, because people are inside and they are not getting the sunlight that they usually get, their devotees. So it helps even mentally. It sets you in the mood. It said sun exposure boosts the serotonin levels. So being exposed to that early morning boosts your serotonin levels, which is the brain's happy hormone. That is why it improves your, people who follow me on Facebook will know that I am an early morning sunrise person. I post those pictures up all the time because I love it, right? It makes you feel, it gives your brain that happy hormone, which makes you feel good. It changes your mood if you wake at that time and see the beauty of the sun dispelling the darkness, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, with the light of that sun, dear devotees. While it isn't a substitute for treatment for psychologists or psychotherapy, it does not don't be surprised if you start feeling better by just regularly getting your morning sunshine. It can change your mood. It can help you with mild depression, right? And so it's free. Why not try it? So let's enjoy another beautiful bhajan before we come back with the last few examples that I have of the benefits as prescribed here in the Atharva Ved, dear devotees, where we can just get up earlier and get that morning sunlight and improve our lives. Umapati Mahadev ki jai. Jai Narayan Swami Narayan प्रेम से बोलो श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय हो. Jai Sitaram, dear devotees, Swagatam. Welcome back to your virtual spiritual retreat. On this morning we are discussing a prescription given in our Vedas, dear devotees, our scriptures, that tells us that just awaken early in the morning and getting some of that sunlight, early morning sunlight, can cure us of many diseases. It can make us healthier physically, healthier spiritually, and healthier mentally, just by absorbing those early morning sun rays, dear devotees. So, as we continue, we have already spoken of the mental health aspect of increasing that serotonin in your brain, which is your happy hormone. And also, many of you in the start of the new year would have, said you're going to try to lose some weight this year. And can waking up early help you? Let's see what the science says about it. Says while studying disorders like obesity and diabetes, a team of researchers accidentally discovered that the white fat, that's the layer of fat right underneath your skin cells, tend to shrink when exposed to the sun's blue light. So that white fat area just under the skin, dear devotees, tends to reduce when you get the sun's blue light. In other words, in response to blue light, our cells store less fat. So just by taking that early morning walk in the sunlight, just by going out and offering your dar in the morning, in the early morning sunlight, just by taking a walk with the baby or the children or in the morning, can help you also reduce that fat. Additionally, sun exposure helps speed up metabolism. Your metabolism is how you utilize your energy, it's how you burn the calories that you intake. Because our bodies release nitric oxide, a metabolic regulator. However, don't go overboard, right? Or too much sun time. Of course, anything that too much of a good thing is not good for you, daddy. So don't go good and overdo it and spend too much time in the sun. It also says that you can increase your sleep quality. You get better sleep by waking up early in the sun. Does that make sense? Sometimes it does not make sense. How can you increase your sleep by waking up earlier? One may think that sleeping later or getting more sleep will help you to get better quality sleep, but that's not the case, dear devotees. You see, sunlight and darkness are powerful biological indicators. Seeing the sun regularly each day helps keep your internal clock synced. So seeing the sun, the early morning sun, at the same time each day, or around the same time each day, helps to sync your body with the rest of the universe, dear devotees, to sync you and the way your body operates with the rest of the universe. Meaning, as the sun rises, your energy should be highest, and you get that energy. Your body knows that that's the time to wake up and get going and get doing, right? And it reduces by night time, and then you get sleepy and you have a better quality sleep. So what other science says we naturally feel more awake and energetic during daylight hours. Right? And when it's dark out, our internal clock tells us that it's time for bed. And we also had other programs on why, the blue light from your phones and your devices, how they can disrupt that sensory organs in your brain, that confuses your brain, dear devotees, to think it's daytime because of the devices that will be on. So we need to put away our devices a certain length of time before we get that quality sleep. So getting back to the point here, by seeing daylight in the early morning, your body slows down your melatonin. So your serotonin, you get happier by seeing the sun, and also slows down your melatonin produce, which is the hormone now that induces sleep. So when you see that blue light in the morning, it reduces your melatonin so that you don't feel sleepy, you feel awake and ready to face whatever you have in the day, right? So this increases your output. This increases slowly as the day goes along, and by night, it increases. And as the sun goes down, you get better sleep. So our bodies work on a 24-hour, what you call a circadian rhythm. Right, some big words you get in here, scientific words, right? Circadian rhythms, which affect your sleep-wake cycles for other functions, including your hormone regulation. So we all know the importance of sleep now, and importance of sleep so that your other hormones can be regulated, as well as your appetite can be regulated. Seeing the morning sunshine at the same time each day helps regulate your clock, right? When it's time for bed and when it's time to eat and all these things, just by waking up the same time every day, right? And you will be more ready to fall asleep and get your night's rest. So early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. The statement that we started off this morning's program with, dear devotees, we see that our ancient scriptures having recommended that we should awaken early in the morning and get that sunrise, that science is now proving all the reasons why, so we can live a healthier, wealthier, and more wise life, dear devotees. I hope this morning program has motivated you to set the alarm clock, start that new cycle, get back into your circadian rhythm, right? Being tuned with the universe, being tuned with the way nature is, dear devotees, and experience the change in your life. This is what we hope to achieve by today's program. Remember, you can share it with others through the YouTube channel as well. Share it with others who you know or think needs to hear this kind of discourse, where our scriptures, our Sanatan Dharma can be put into practice and improve the quality of our life. It doesn't take you anything, doesn't cost you anything, dear devotees, to get up a little earlier and experience the blessings you get from Surya Bhagan on a daily basis, right? It's a routine. You have to get yourself into that routine. It's not monotony. It's a routine. It's called discipline. You have to discipline yourself, and you will see all these benefits that we have highlighted. Umapati Mahadev ki jai. So as we close this morning, we pray. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorama Amritam Gamaye. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om.
Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayana Hari Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayana Hari Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Om Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om Aore
Now, dear devotees, we are about to perform that sacred homa, that Havan, as we make the oblations of our devotion in the form of chanting the mantras to the various deities and offering to the sacred fire. It is said that Agin Devta is the mouthpiece of the devatas. And when we chant their names, it's like, we write their name, their address on a letter. And then we say Swaha. It's like saying, click and send in our emails, so that it will go to their heavenly regions, magnify it and purify it, so that it reaches the respective recipients of each of the mantras. So as we first invite Agin Devta, we chant Arihi Om Shri Agin Devta Avahyami Dhyayami Cha Om Shri Agin Devta Avaham Asanam Samarpiyami. We take the ghee with the spoon and we offer Harihi Om Shri Agnaye Namah Swaha Om Shri Somaya Namah Swaha Om Shri Prajapate Namah Swaha Om Shri Indraye Namah Swaha Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namah Swaha. We take the thali with the samagri now as we feed with our hands. We continue. Om Bhu Swaha Om Bhuva Swaha Om Swaha Swaha Om Shri Brahmanaye Namah Swaha Om Shri Vishnave Namah Swaha Om Shri Rudraye Namah Swaha Om Shri Durga Devyai Namah Swaha Om Shri Lakshmi Devyai Namah Swaha Om Shri Saraswati Devyai Namah Swaha Om Ganganapataye Namah Swaha Om Ham Hanumantaye Namah Swaha Om Ram Ramaye Namah Swaha Om Shri Krishnaye Namah Swaha Om Shri Narayanaye Namah Swaha Om Shri Ishdevtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Kuldevtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Gramdevtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Standevtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Vastudevtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Prithvi Devyai Namah Swaha Om Shri Gauri Devyai Namah Swaha Om Shri Tulsi Devyai Namah Swaha Om Shri Shalikrambhava Namah Swaha Om Shri Satyarayana Swami Namah Swaha Om Shri Kalash Kumbhe Namah Swaha Om Shri Panchpal Devtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Digpal Devtabhyo Namah Swaha Om Shri Suryaya Swaha Om Shri Somaya Swaha Om Shri Bhaumaya Swaha Om Shri Budhaya Swaha Om Shri Gurave Swaha Om Shri Shukraya Swaha Om Shri Shanashcharaya Swaha Om Shri Rahave Swaha Om Shri Ketave Swaha. All the rest in 3 shares. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ सर्वेभ्यो सर्वभुं स्वाहा We all stand now for the Purnahuti. Harihi Om Jayanti Kali Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Chama Shiva Rachi Swaha Swadha Namosode Om Purnamana Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Sarvadevi Sarvadetaya Punutibhyo Namaha Swaha Water Achman Om Sarvatirat Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayadatam Grihana Parameshwara Flow at the fun. Harihi Om Vanaspatiraso bhuto ghanyaro ganna utma agrihah sarvarevanam bhupoyam patigrihita Harihi Om. We take our blessings in the name of Lord Shiva. We pass our hands over the fire and we take our blessings. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Harihi Om. We all stand now for our final Mangal Aarati. As we do our Aarati, wherever you are, at your homes as well, you perform that Mangal Aarati in your minds. For Manas Puja, you wave the sacred light in front of all the deities as you seek your own blessings from where you are. Harihi Om. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagindraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayadavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami
Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare Bhakt
जनों के संगत नाज जनों के संगत चलने दूर
तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने माधव राम करुणा सब राम शरण परादेरी ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्तजनों के संकट भक्तजनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
Now, dear devotees, we have come to the end of this morning's programming, your virtual spiritual retreat here at the Surrey village Shiv Mandir. And as we come to the close, we pray, O Lord, if there are any mistakes that we have made, knowingly, unknowingly, O Lord, please forgive us. We pray, O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, and lead us from mortality to immortality. As we close, we remind ourselves, as we should remind ourselves every day, every minute, every second, O Lord, you are my mother, you are my father, you are my best friend, you are my knowledge, you are my wealth, you are my everything, O Lord. Hare Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Jananam Yat Pujitam Mayadeva Paripurnam Tarastame Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. In one united voice we all chant Om Tvameva Mata च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः प्रेम से बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की, उमापति महादेव की, श्री जगदम्बे दुर्गा माता की, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सद्गुरु दंडवत जय जय सीताराम।